First Bank Stadium in Music City, USA, Nashville, Tennessee. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport. A rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. It's the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets and the Vanderbilt Commodores. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Hey guys, checking in with Georgia Tech's head coach before the game. He has been warning his team all week about this game. Both teams undefeated to start this season, and he believes the difference will be who can execute the best. He believes that his team and his quarterback have the confidence and composure to compete well in this environment. I'll keep you posted on how well they're communicating down here on the field. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. And the Yellow Jackets ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. Fielded in the end zone. It's Barnett. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Running inside, it's Alexander. Nudges ahead for one out to the 16.
Run game is good, balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more, but sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down, it's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Makes the catch. It's Alexander. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end-of-season highlight reel. But in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. Now on the move. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this, that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
And back to the air on 2nd down. He tries to take the top off. Brings it down on the right side. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Direct snap. It's Barnett. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat.
And I love to see this when I'm a defensive guy. Why? Because they know they can't line up and punch me in the mouth and score a touchdown. They got to do something a little bit different. And guess what? We were ready for that too.
They lost ground on first down. Now 2nd and goal from the 5. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
After getting stopped on that second down, don't be surprised if the offense hands it off to him again here at the goal line on third.
Third and goal for the offense. Using his feet. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Doors! Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So a drive there of 85 yards. And it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Back to pass, it's Mendoza. It's complete to the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And that's the start you need on offense, right? The opening drive of the game, your defense allows a touchdown, so you got to come out firing, and it's good news to see the quarterback dialed in. Good read, good timing, accurate throw. It's a big-time completion, but still work to be done. This offense obviously would like to answer that touchdown with one of their own.
And I think that's really the key to this football team. You saw it last week, man. Everything kind of falls into place when he gets the football and the ground game gets going. And I think when you play a rivalry game with emotion, with passion, like settle everybody in, run the football, and be more physical.
Breaks the tackle. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Third and short now from their own 48. Looking to throw for it. Zings it complete to the right. Got room at the 35. There he goes. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. The extra point here would tie the game. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And the finisher coming on a touchdown pass from 52 yards out. Fielded in the end zone, it's Barnett. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They'll start this drive going to the air. He unleashes a long one. Hauls it in down the sideline. Wide open spaces. Running inside the 20. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
And these running backs, they practice with receivers now. They're running routes all the time, and you see, they give him the football out in space. He knows exactly how to run routes and how to do damage. And the best part is, he's a running back after.
And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Commodores!
And this connection is on fire to start the season. Not one, not two, 3 games in a row he's got a receiving touchdown. They continue to find the playmaker, and I don't think it's going to end after game 3.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. On the option. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
Looking to throw, it's Mendoza. Fires to the big fella. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
Well, guys, Vanderbilt has the lead here as the quarter comes to a close. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. Fires to the big fella. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the 1st down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the 1st down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Hard running there. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
And a lot of times when you're in your own territory and it's 4th and 1, you see the offense try to draw people off sides. No, sir. They say, we're going to get this thing. We need 1 yard. We got 1 yard. We worked on it all week. They were successful. Nice aggressiveness early in their own territory.
Quick release by the QB. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down. The Yellow Jackets can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking for a gap. It's Hosley. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you 1st downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
Looking downfield, it's Mendoza. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They'll run play action. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
Nice job by this defense here. They didn't do a good enough job on the last drive, but, man, we got to get to the quarterback, affect him, get him in predictable situations like you did right here now on 3rd and long.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He makes the grab. Breaks into the open. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down.
Man, is it nice to have a guy that can do that. Goodness gracious, short pass, but he has such speed, elusiveness, vision, the whole nine. He shows you all of it right there. Catches the football, makes some people miss, gets upfield, and gets the long.
And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! Setting up for the extra point and the tie. Can these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and they'll get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. On the run, it's Alexander. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He wants to change this route. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Gets it out fast. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. Remember, down where you start the slide, and he'll be short of the line to gain. Georgia Tech spins its 2nd timeout. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. The Commodores come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. He's got 1st down yardage as they move it to the 44. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line.
Well, you got to be able to turn the page quickly on defense. Just gave up a 1st down on the ground, but here comes tempo. You've got to get lined up.
He's got it down the field. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. Motion from the wideout. In the red area, it's Young. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Finds his big tight end. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You've got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive, and you've got to make tackles.
Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. Gets open down the middle. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. On the move. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Fellows, we welcome you into our palatial Orlando studios for the Week 3 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We kick things off with Arkansas in their matchup against the number 2 team, the Georgia Bulldogs. And it's the Razorbacks with a statement victory here and a surprising result. Going into this game, they did not look like the better team. And that makes it 2 victories on the season. They're nowhere near their preseason goal, of course. So how they handle things from here will define this program.
He stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll
on around the nation on another wild day of college football.
They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Off the play fake. Looking to the big tight end. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
Might be decision time if the defense can get a stop on 3rd down from the 45. Wants to throw. It's Mendoza. Finds the tight end. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
Hey, man, that's unbelievable. That is a really good job of seeing the blitz right away and getting rid of the football. Like, that is quarterback 101. Understand they're blitzing, they're coming, see it, take advantage of it, get the completion, and move the sticks.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Allen. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Wants to throw again. Here's the pressure. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Finds him out of the backfield, and he gets it right on the cusp. Maybe a few pebbles short of a 1st down on that football. I see the closed fist from the ref. It'll be 4th down.
And that's why, as a defense, you want to set up third and long situations. You just want to be able to keep the football in front of you. It's okay for that quarterback to hit the running back on that pass. Now you have all those bodies flying to the football, and they're able to make a tackle.
A run for the quarterback. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. And the Yellow Jackets getting set on 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hosley. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17. They'll stop play here to tend to the injured Commodore. Training staff out there checking on this freshman linebacker. The Yellow Jackets with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. The play action fake. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Nowhere close on that one as he got thrilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, the defense is fast. If you can hit that quarterback with his speed and force those incompletions, man, that is impressive.
Here on 3rd down, you might want to protect the field goal, but you have to stay aggressive. To the air, it's Mendoza. Pressure coming. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Great job by the defense dialing out some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
They converted 4th down earlier on this drive, and now they'll try it again. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Got it. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
Well, to heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down, but they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
Looking for room. It's Hosley. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. To the air on 2nd down. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! And with that one, they jump on top here in the 2nd half. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. He'll bring it out. It's Barnett. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. The run inside. It's Barnett.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
On the left side, here's Coleman. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one.
I know he's got the height and the weight of a tight end, but man, the way he runs routes and how good he is with the ball in his hands, it just reminds you of a wide receiver. He's so athletic. This is a guy that has a basketball background in high school, and you see it pan out. Every time he has the football, he just looks like the best athlete on the field for a big guy. Very, very unique.
Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the third quarter. That's the end of the period, and Georgia Tech has the lead. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Gonna run it. It's Young. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're gonna bring out the chains to measure this one.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Bully ball on 3rd and short. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback, stop the running back's feet right there.
They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
And I understand the logic by the offense here. Obviously, you're down in this game. You're trying to claw back into it. Why not take a shot? Why not be aggressive in that time? They just can't come up with a completion.
Running inside. It's Barnett. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Unloads to the right. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. So the Yellow Jacket offense comes out to get this drive underway. So the defense sets them up with that interception. Now a couple of first downs, maybe even punching a score, and they'll go home with the W. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33.
Late in football games, I have a plan. I want to run the football. I want to put my quarterback in great situations if I do throw it. Low risk, keep that clock moving, get a few first downs. And if I get a few first downs with that clock moving, I get the W and get out of here.
Looking downfield, it's Mendoza. Throwing right. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
How about this offense, man? You got to love it. Late in the 4th quarter, you have the lead. They don't get conservative. Staying balanced. Run, back it up with a pass, getting the first down, a few more first downs, and you can walk out of here with a W.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And this situation here on 2nd down is the exact situation this offense wanted to stay out of. You got the lead late in the ball game. You want to get positive yards, keep that clock ticking. Now in a situation, it's interesting. Do they want to throw the football? How much do they trust their quarterback not to make a mistake here late in the football game with the lead?
And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Two-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. Big third down play here. If they get a stop, you'll see an immediate timeout. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. And the missed connection on third down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
He'll take it on the return. Can they catch him? Touchdown, Vandy. The hidden yardage, the big plays, special teams coming through.
And it's decision time now because you score the touchdown, you're down one late. Do you want to just kick the extra point and tie it up, hope for overtime? Or do you go for two? Do you get aggressive? Do you trust your quarterback if he has to throw it here to find an open player and give you the lead, even though there is still going to be some time left on the clock?
They'll grab the squib kick just inside the 10. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive.
Wow, they narrowly avoid disaster there. They fumble the kick return, and if that goes to the other team, all the momentum is no longer with them. So a nice job being able to pounce back on that. The head coach breathing a huge sigh of relief.
And that's luxury for this offense to be in right now. They don't have to be in so much of a hurry. They can still run the football, be successful. Great chance right here knocking on the door to take the lead.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. To the air, it's Mendoza. They'll run the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
The linebacker was not fooled at all. He read his keys, he saw the running back release out of the backfield. He's got some speed and wheels himself to run with him. And yeah, the running back made the catch, but he went right down to the ground. Really nice job that time by the linebacker.
On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. And there were some collisions in there. The D finally stops him short of the marker. The Commodores signal for a timeout. It's their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Going for it on 4th down late in a tie game. This is a huge play. Fighting off the defender. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. Timeout taken by the Yellow Jackets. That'll be their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. And the Yellow Jackets have it with a 1st and 10. This time he wants to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hosley. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Back to pass, it's Mendoza. It's complete on the right side. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle. Timeout called by the offense. We have 18 seconds left. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
The Yellow Jackets come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Looking to throw on 1st down. Chucked it away just as he was hit. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
Well, that's not necessarily a throw that's going to show up on the stat sheet, but I love the decision. We're in the 2nd half. We've got a tie game. You cannot turn the football over. And if nothing's open downfield, just do the smart thing and throw the ball away. I love that decision by the QB.
Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. On the direct snap, it's Addison. They stop him right at the 40-yard line. It's 4th down. Will they bring out the punt team? They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds.
And this offense, I don't think this is going to be a surprise. I think the offense is going to stay on the field. You've already seen it once on this drive, and they've already been successful. You know how hard it is to defend when there's an extra down, and they do it?
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. 4th down, gotta have it here. Dances away to buy time. Incomplete, the final play of regulation, and now we head to overtime. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, just to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Paul. We're like, you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the 3rd overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
First play of the first possession of OT. Looking for a crease. It's Alexander. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll send the back in motion. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He's open on the right. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Vanderbilt. They strike first here in overtime. This extra point would give them a 7-point lead in OT. And the extra point makes it a 28-21 score.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Now on 1st down, they need to answer with a touchdown. Looking to throw, it's Mendoza. Deep shot for the end zone. Just threw that one way too far.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better there.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. This time he's got his man. He'll be stopped, but not before he carries it down to the 9-yard line, and that's why you get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. First and goal in overtime, and they have to answer with a touchdown. Going to the run, it's Hosley. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And what you talk about on defense is speed, is penetration, getting in the backfield, making something happen. And you could tell they got in there so quick, the offense couldn't recover, couldn't do anything with them. Nice job getting the tackle for a loss.
Back to pass on second down. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6.
You love that decision if you're the head coach. You're trying to throw it in the end zone. Nothing's there. Good job by the quarterback, tucking it and running and just getting where you can get.
Georgia Tech spins its second timeout. Third and goal, and they have to get it in the end zone here to have a chance. Dropping back, it's Mendoza. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone.
Now, the offense is still out there. They're taking a gamble here. They could come up empty by passing on the field goal here on fourth down. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Into the end zone. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so big, and especially when you have a ranked team come to town, they love to play spoil.
Yes, and what needed to happen happened in this football game. Something good to happen early to get the belief and to get this crowd involved. And when the crowd gets involved, Jesse, it changes the game, and I think it had a lot to do with the outcome today.
I agree. I'll tell you, regardless whether this team is ranked or unranked, when their home crowd is like they were today, they're tough to beat, period. And you know this crowd and these fans, they're going to be celebrating this win for days and days to come.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.